Let's see how we go with this. This will be harder to do because it's at night, or to record it'll be harder because it's night time. I need a camera, but let's see how we go. Bigger tyres. I just about guarantee there's going to be some unhealthy sounding noises. Let's see if we can just drive straight up it, shall we? Damn, still flexing out, that's crazy. Oh, it's close though. It's very close. So if we... I don't know, you'll be able to see it. I'll have to take some photos after. Sounds like I'm doing a lot of rear quarter panel damage right now. That's a big angle. We are not diff locked, so let me back up. The sound diff lock should definitely help. There we go, we're in. We're still running into, we're flexing out pretty hard. My hand got caught on the vine. Pulled the camera handle out. This is what we're driving up. I'm lifting front and then it's dropping, and then lifting the rear opposite corner. Let's just back up quickly. If you're wondering what the tyre size is, I'm on 265 75 16s. And I am at highway terrain too. Highway pressures. Holy smokes. Right, I need to take photos of this. This is a wild angle. Let's go. Don't know how good this is going to be. Let's turn the, can I turn that on? Yeah, here we go. I'm holding my phone roughly what I feel like is straight. It doesn't look like a heap of an angle or anything like that, but we are. A bit of room here. This rear wheel is pretty much, I don't even think that's really on the ground. I can probably, sort of. Yeah, pretty good angle here. And we're going to climb, I'm going to see if I can, looks like I'm right in line. I'm not going to rub my bar on it, so see if we can get up that and over. Otherwise, I'll reposition and do it from a bit of a better, easier angle. Really need like a front locker. Would be great. Also, this is a lot of effort to actually get in and out of the car because it's a big angle. It doesn't really feel like the car's gonna tip or anything like that, but it is a very uncomfortable angle, I will admit. Alright, let's turn. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I have lost. I've run out of drive in the rear. Not sure exactly what's happening there. Really need a spotter. So if I put that wheel up, I should push it. Oh, my rear left is going to be popping out. popping up and lifting. So I'm going to run out of drive for that. Let's go right here because I don't have normal lockers. Let's run through this rut. Holy crap. Hey Stuart, what's up buddy? And if you're wondering what I'm trying to do, I'm actually trying to, aside from trying to tip my car, I actually want to put it, oh actually I need to come straight up here, ignore my ramblings. Hang on. Let's just keep rolling back. I don't know if you can even, you can't even, this is my phone what feels like straight. I wish I had like a angle thing, tell me what angle I'm at, you know. I probably shouldn't have driven into a rut. I should also note I don't actually have any recovery gear on me. I don't have a winch. Shoot. I don't have a winch. I don't have max tracks. I might end up stitching myself up in just a minute and go a bit of right hand down, try and get my back end. Oh, you can't see anything. Turn that back around. I am trying to put my back end up to the embankment so that I can get out of this terrible angle. There we go. So that was a bad idea. We can see up here, see that one? Sort of see, I'm running out of traction there, so it's not like super flexy or anything like that, but I am so close, I'm so far. Oh, okay, maybe I need to reverse up a bit more. I'm so far over, like tipping wise, that, yeah, the car is on such an angle that the wheels don't have enough weight on them to actually drive. But otherwise it'd go up it just fine. So if I had slightly stiffer suspension, rather than trying to flex through it and losing all the weight on the wheels, with stiffer suspension, I would probably just float. I don't even know. I reckon, but I do reckon with stiffer suspension, or being able to like soften up the left side and stiffer suspension on the right, I reckon I probably could have gotten up that without lockers, because then you're changing the way the suspension handles and does everything to make life a little easier for you getting up stuff. Anyways, this is going to be a rude angle as well, but not nearly as rude as what I was doing before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Are you serious? I mean, that is... And the camera really does not do this justice, hey? Also, why am I already flexing out? That's crazy. I think we're maxed. So let's put a little bit of left hand down coming back out of this. We'll go a little bit further left. I'll turn that off. That might make it a little easier to see from in the cab. There we go, straight up, straddle a little bit. And you wouldn't even know there was a big ditch right there. Like, this feels... I swear, every time I open my mouth. And we've run out of... little bump and a lot of tyre. There we go. Job done. This is a little loop track. I'm gonna actually find somewhere to turn around. We'll go back down that, and then I don't know that I can get up the other one at all. I've gone down it before. I think I've got photos of that with the smaller tyres. But yeah, not a bad little track. I just wish we had a few more challenging things in this area. But I have to go to Coffs Harbour or Port Macquarie, basically, area for the harder wheeling sort of things. So, anyways, that's that for that little track. Enjoy. You know what? We're going to get the down it as well. Shouldn't be harder. We'll have a little bit of assistance from gravity rather than it working against us. It'll work with us. So, it gets really bushy up behind, like further up the track behind me. I've just turned around, it gets really bushy and scratchy. I'm not worried about the scratches and stuff, I just wanted to come up here for a quick little wheel. I've been meaning to come up here since changing my tyres from the 245 70 or 75 16s that were on the car. Since I put the 265s on. So I definitely wouldn't go a wider tyre. Because I'm sure it'll come through, but you can hear the wheels getting eaten up by the guards or bending the guard. I haven't looked yet. We'll see the damage tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I'll try and keep the phone like as straight as I can. I can't do anything about the other movements, etc. But I'll try and keep the phone as like level as I can to try and accurately depict like how much of an angle some of these sections are actually on. So there we go. It's a bit hard to hold the phone. I've got like a weird 3-finger hold going on. Anyway, this is that last section of the first bit. What we do is we actually straddle this right hand side embankment. So it's a little bit of a drop down. I'm a little nervous coming down this actually, because this could go very wrong very easily. Drop in, we chuck this on, there we go. Drop in, a little bit of right hand down, really nice, and just hold that wall. There we go. The rear will be coming in a second. Here we go. And we're in. Oh. I might have steered a little bit too far left coming down out of that, and I went on a pretty rude angle, but yeah, should be right. I didn't bin it, so that's what matters. I should probably use the low range engine braking rather than the clutch and brake. It will allow me to control the descent a whole lot better. Maybe this section here, this is where I was before. I don't think I'm actually going to do that coming down. Just because I don't really want to destroy my car. What we can do is I know I've got enough space to, yeah, see, I don't know if you can see there, but there's just enough room sorry about that, almost dropped my phone. Trying to stay on that rock as much as we can. Whoa. Pretty close. Alright, we'll do a quick pause here and then I'll get some photos while I'm here. Sorry Toyota owners, I have to show off my working handbrake. Be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get photos of this during the day. And one day come out here and get some actual pictures. Maybe I'll get enough views to get a payout from YouTube and we get some GoPros set up for the car. Yeah, I could work on the car under this. There's heaps of room under there. Could crawl under it. Hell yeah. Stuart in the car, just chilling. I wish I could get a better angle of better photo, sorry, of this, better video footage, but it is what it is. I also need to get some better lights. Maybe get some. Oh, that's a freaking climb. I'm not used to having to step up into the car. Sorry about the mirror. Maybe I'll just fold that in for now so it doesn't get in the way. Yeah, let's continue on. Pretty nice wheel tuck going on. These cars have pretty deep wheel wells, which is RIP guard and tyre. But yeah, what I'm saying, these cars have pretty deep wheel wells, and if you size your tyres correctly, without spaces and stuff like that, you'll find you can actually tuck your wheels up pretty far. So anyone with a D1 that wants a bit of a lift, big tyres, maybe get some some new body blocks to lift the body up off the chassis a little bit, so you just get that little bit deeper or extra space between the wheels and the tops of your wheel wells, and run like a 245 wide tyre and you'd be pretty sweet. The stock suspension on the Land Rover is also really flexy too. So you can get some pretty crazy places on just a factory Land Rover. A Discovery 1, I don't know about the Disco 2s, I won't touch a TDI, but the Disco 1s, the factory suspension is actually very flexy. I do have some video footage of that somewhere else. But yeah, anyways, that concludes the quick little night drive. The rest of this stuff is pretty basic, pretty straightforward. It's nothing fancy. There is, and I'll roll back a little bit so we can get the lights up there, and this is where, so that track to the left, you can barely see, actually comes out up here. And it doesn't look like much, but further on there's a big cut out section essentially that's got some very deep wheel ruts, so if your tyres aren't big enough or your diffs are too big, you'll find yourself hung up and stuck halfway up the hill pretty quickly. But yeah, anyways, that concludes our little little expedition. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will be able to get some more content soon.